Thanks and welcome back to Sugar Ray Songs in Order. Today we're going to do a song that's a personal favorite of mine. The song is called Falls Apart. It's the song after every morning, and I just think it's a great song. I like playing it. I liked writing it. I wrote it with Mark. So this song, I remember specifically how we wrote this. We were at Cole Rehearsal in Hollywood. It no longer exists. I just looked it up. It was across the street it was near Santa Monica and Cole, and Gold's Gym is still there. It's up the street. Anyways, so we were there writing, and actually the record was pretty much done. This was a late edition. A lot of times the label will be like, hey, we need more songs. So we went back in, we were just rehearsing and goofing around. Mark's sitting there playing a high F chord, power. I'll play the fifth. There's F though right there. He was playing that with his Les Paul, probably his Shamrock guitar made by Matty Barato, who's rad. I believe that's right. And it was just a classic killer Marshall. It was this sound right here. Mark was playing that, and I go, dude, what is that? That's cool. It was just this like Marshall in your face. So I picked up my bass and I started playing along with him. And since he was staying on that note, so I went to B flat. And I kind of just moved around a little bit, and I liked going to B flat because I know shapes, and that's just the fourth. If we're starting in F, right there. And then I'm like, where do I end it? No. Sometimes it's trial and error. Ooh, D sounds good. To F, that works. So Mark's like, that's cool. And so then he started following me. But I love the way the bass was going underneath it and moving, and the guitar was just staying on that high F. And that's how the song started. The guys come in, they heard it, they go, that's really cool. Craig made that little beat that's in the verse. Our thing in Sugar Ray, a lot of times, we utilize Craig as a drummer. And Stan would come out and play guitar sometimes. We'd switch instruments, it didn't matter. And then so the B part, I also love this song because it's a song that has kind of cool lyrics. I like the lyrics in this because it's dealing with a topic of like being invisible or feeling lonely, or like Sugar Ray, we didn't really tackle that subject too often. So I'm like, hey dude, I got an idea for that. And then when you're writing, you can't just play D to C. You got to add the F that Mark's doing. So it sounds like this. That's essentially the B part in Falls Apart. D and C with the high F. So I heard, people see right through you, everyone that you knew well. That was the first thing that came to my mind. I thought it was cool that after that, the direction of the song kind of went in that way, went into like, Mark wrote a great verse and a great melody about just kind of feeling a little bit, where you don't fit in and you're a little bit lost. So I love that. And the video didn't represent that at all, which is funny. It's a cool glossy looking video, but like, I love this song for the lyrical content and for how the F is playing against the D. There's that tension. It's this thing right here. And so I wish the video might have represented that. I wound up being like a tattoo artist on a supermodel in a club. I'm like, really? Maybe in theory that's cool, but like when I hear this song, I really wish we would have taken the opportunity to make a music video that kind of would try to talk about the subject matter. That would have been cool. Anyways, let's play the song and I'll talk through how it goes. And we layer the beginning, Mark in the beginning. Here comes Craig. That's Craig Book. DJ Homicide, bass. Rodney sneaks in. Now Stan. And pause. Craig's part. This is Craig right here. His beat in the verse. A really, really cool verse by Mark. Great vocal performance too. Here's the beat part. Love that, man. Here's that line. Pause. David had that idea to pause and come back in. Pause. Let me turn the music up a little more. I love when he came in with that high F live. He's still on F. I move it around, and then he'll join in the chorus. He's actually still playing a high F. He's not moving. Now he'll join. That bridge, I gotta say, David Cobb goes, hey, go in and sing a bridge, just mouth something out, lay a scratch down. He went in and sang that. He had no lyrics in mind, and we kept it. He's not really singing real words, just making something up. She falls apart, no one there, hold her hand and sing. David Cobb made up this little part right here, A. I play D, they play F. Keep that tension. And it's a great song. Stan and I did a rap fill right there on a syncopated crash. And we'd stop live. Slow down that ending right there. Rolling out on a little Craig beat. I gotta say, that was what was so cool about our band, is that Craig, he didn't just like scratch on his tables. He was interested in like becoming an instrument in our band and trying to be a drummer or a guitar player or make a sound you never heard of, or like play, he'd put in like movie quotes, of like funny movies we knew from the past year. And so he'd just like play those, like the Ferris Bueller, cough and sneeze. And so that was what was so great about having Craig around. And I mean, Craig changed our band. This song, the loop, we call them the loop songs, the Every Mornings, the Flies, the Someday, the When It's Over. I'm gonna get to 2 of those. But when he came in, he changed the whole element of our band completely. We wouldn't be here without Craig, because he played the drum beat on Fly when I did the bass line. He was the second person to write on that. I had the bass line, Craig wrote that. So everything kind of changed when he came in. We went from like a garage band rocking out and trying to be good to like, we had this whole other dimension to our sound, and stuff like that, where he could play in the verse and Stan is not in, and so it's dynamically a little bit lighter, even though Craig's beats were heavy. It just sounded different than a live drummer. So then Stan would come in either with Craig in the chorus or just come in solo. So that was what was amazing about having him around. So he could be like, he was like 3 musicians in one up there. Anyways, so Falls Apart, a favorite of mine. I hope it was of yours. And that's it. Have a great day. See you. Bye.